I think there's something wrong with Zoom because it's not streaming. So I'm trying to stream.
So it's streaming on YouTube.
On my side, it's showing that you are live on YouTube.
Yeah, my side too.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm streaming on YouTube and I will share the link onto my Facebook. Yeah, so I'll put the stream on. Okay, guys, welcome. Simone, it's so nice to see everybody. It's so nice to see all the good faith, all my friends. Welcome, welcome. It's like a reunion. It's like a Zoom reunion.
Yeah.
Geeta, Desiree, Lynette. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. So it's 5 past. Let's start because I've got a lot of information to share with you guys. There's a lot of stuff that I want to share with you guys today. And let's start. Other guys can watch the recording. And they can just come in as we go. So anyone wants to say anything before we start? Anybody wants to ask any questions before we start? If you want to say anything, now's your chance. We'll have opportunity again to ask questions in the end. And yeah.
Yes, quick question. I've just finished recording my online course and just busy with the editing process. Now, next step, I know it's the biggest job of marketing. What's your suggestions there? Are we discussing that today?
What platform are you using?
LMA system.
It's hosted, self-hosted.
I'm partnering with someone in IT, so he's hosting and he's hoping to launch a whole lot of stuff on there.
Okay, so today I'm going to share how I did mine, how I host mine with zero costs. So it gave me a platform to test. So the difference between an LMS system is you need bandwidth, you need a platform, and it's going to cost you. So today I'm going to share with you how I did mine. So guys, first I'm going to tell you my story a bit, and then I'm going to share some stats, and then I'm going to share the practical side of it and how easy it is to start. So guys, welcome. I'm going to mute you guys, and then you guys, later on, I'll unmute you guys. Tell me if you can see my screen. Just give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Cool. Guys, welcome to my topic. It's called From Pandemonium to Power During the Pandemic. So just before COVID, in the beginning of the year, I went to Mauritius. I turned 40 and I went to Mauritius. I said I want to do something for my 40th. I want to go overseas for my 40th. So you guys can hear, cool, great. So I said I want to go to overseas and I want to spend. As soon as I went to Mauritius, that was around, my birthday's on the 3rd of Jan. I came back on the 11th of Jan, and slowly all doors started to close for me. So I was in Joburg, I was living at Joburg in the time, and I lost retainers, I lost clients. And so I went through a phase where I lost a whole lot of clients and I lost a whole lot of retainers, and it was tough. And at this time I was in Joburg. Remember, it's the beginning of the year, and I got bills to pay. So I launched my course, the in-person course, in November last year. These are in-person courses that you have to attend in a venue, and you pay for venue fees, you pay for all of that. So Some agenda for today. I'm going to give you a small about me. I'm going to give you 10 tips to get started. So there's many people who are stuck before they, they're stuck. They don't know where to start. So I'm going to give you some tips, 10 tips, how you can get started. I'm also going to give you, later on, I'm going to show you practically how you can get started. I'm going to show you hands-on how to do it. Then I'm going to tell you how I pivoted, how I used the pandemic to grow my business. And then I'm going to talk to you about digital marketing. So I use digital marketing to pivot. And then I'm going to give you some practical advice. So this topic is from pandemonium to power during the pandemic. A lot of people, as soon as we heard the first, we went in the first lockdown, we were hit with fear. We didn't know what to do. We lost our jobs. We lost our incomes. So what I'm presenting to you today is a side gig, a side hustle, something that you can start, because each one of you who's attending today, you are an expert in your own right. But all you need to do now is take that expertise and move it online. So a little bit about me. I just want to play a quick video before we start.
I was raised by robots.
So that's a quick video that I played. It's the name of the song is I Was Raised by Robots. So that's how I feel. I'm part of the virtual, the virtual world. For me, I prefer to work behind my desk by myself. A lot of people won't believe me, but I am an introvert. So I love spending time with myself behind the desk, and I can work like that all day. So a little bit about me, 21 years in digital marketing, having worked both on agency side and client side. That means that I worked at advertising agencies and I've also worked at companies. Internationally and locally trained, so I've attended training overseas in Ireland and in France. Worked on thousands of projects from hunting, travel, business, construction, medical, health, beauty, automotive, almost any industry you can think of. I've won a few awards. I'm not to brag or to boast, but to impress upon you that you are in good hands. And my motto is, my mission and vision is, my goal is to help you achieve your goals through timely and effective use of the internet. So this is my motto, entrepreneur, somebody who jumps off a cliff and builds a plane on the way down. So now this is me now. This was me in 2015. This is on the left-hand side is me working at a Spur, and on the right-hand side is me working at the Oyster Box. This is the Oyster Box Hotel. And so I left my corporate paying job in 2015, high paying job with overseas holidays, free cars, free mobile, fat salary, working 45 hours a day in a week. 45 hours in a week. I left that to work 90 hours a week in my own business. So this is my why, my kids. This is the reason why I wake up every single day and do what I do. You need a powerful outside force to pull you out of bed each day, to give it your best. So my first business, this was in 1993, at the age of 13. I don't know if you guys remember the VHS tapes. So I started hiring out VHS tapes at the age of 13, those Bollywood tapes. And I saw an opportunity. I made 300 Rand on the first day. Now 300 Rand for a 13-year-old was a lot of money. So I split the profits 50%. I took 50% of the profit. The VHS tapes belonged to my aunt, so I gave her 25%. And I had a partner who was doing all the work for me, carrying the tapes around and delivering, and I gave him 25%. So opportunities all around. The reason I'm telling you this is because sometimes we are blinded by our circumstances, but if we just look in our situation, there's hidden oases of opportunity. So this is Disneyland. I took my kids. So in 2015, I left my high-paying job. I took my package. They paid me off well. And I took my kids and I went to Disneyland in 2015. So my idea was take my kids and go to Disneyland because I promised them that I'm going to take them to Disneyland on one day. And we all know when you work for a company, you cannot afford to you cannot afford to go on holidays. So I took my kids and went to Disneyland. While I was in Disneyland, the Rand went to 18 Rand because of the airline issue. And I became bankrupt in France. So whatever money I had to bootstrap my business, I had to take my money out in France for my kids. Another saying that I like to live by is called pay it forward. This is a saying by Zig Ziglar. You can get everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. So this is what I live by. I help a lot of people. You'll see most of my courses, most of my trainings that I do, I give a lot. Why? Because my mandate is to move digital marketing, business, social media forward. The word of the day, go where you are celebrated, not where you are tolerated. So many times we want to win people over. We want to make people like us. Listen, go where people already like you. So you don't have to win them over. So I want to tell you about my car. This is the reason I'm showing you my car. Back in 2015, I bought this car. So after driving the latest cars, GTIs, top of the range cars, I bought a second-hand car. It is a 99 Renault Clio. I paid 25,000 for this car. It had 148,000 Ks on the clock. It's been to Joburg, between Durban and Joburg over 20 times. So we all know that each trip takes about 600 Ks. I've never broken down once in this car. No monthly payments, no unnecessary attention. So the reason I bought this car is to keep, I don't want to attract any attention. You know when a poor Indian man gets rich, what's the first thing he buys? Is a car, is a GTI. So I'm just keeping things undercover. So now we start my 10 tips for entrepreneurs. Number one, do not get distracted by shiny object syndrome. You don't need to be on every single social network. You don't have to follow every latest fad. Create a vision, read that vision daily, and take action. It's all about action. Number two, get a coach. You need someone to give you an outside opinion and non-biased advice. Number three, write down your why and vision. When things are not going according to plan, read out your why. You need some magnetic pull from the outside. Take rest. Don't forget to focus on your health and your well-being. Avoid burnout at all costs. So I was busy working hard, and while I was working, I used to drink a 2 liter of Coke every single day. Went to the doc says, hey, you're pre-diabetic. Put me on some medication, and that medication made me into a zombie, and I had to change my diet, I had to change my lifestyle to bring my sugar levels down. Save up for 3 months' salary. Have a fallback fund in case things don't go as planned or we go into a pandemic. Focus on the destination. So there's a reason I showed you my car. I introduced you to my car. Many times we get stuck in the vehicle. The vehicle is only to get you from point A to point B. Think about it carefully. When you buy a car, you pay for that car for it to be parked outside your job. You're in that car for 1 hour in the morning, you're in that car for 1 hour in the evening. Focus on your destination. Just start. Don't wait for things to be perfect, because things are never going to be perfect. Don't get stuck in a state of perfectionism. I had this curse and I was stuck there for 5 years. It took me 5 years to overcome that perfectionism. Guys, start. I'm telling you, just start. Just jump off that cliff. Many people are afraid of rejection. Let me tell you a secret. Rejection is good for you. If someone or a company rejects you, it's a push in the right direction. They're doing you a favor because they're pushing you towards your destiny. Watch your words and your thoughts. Words are words, and your thoughts control your emotions. Words become your reality. Be careful of your self-talk. Only speak good things, positive words. Law of attraction is real. So a lot of people will say, hey, law of attraction. I operated on the law of attraction. Let me give you a secret. I'm going to tell you a tip right now. Write this down. You cannot operate in the law of attraction and use F-bombs. If you are using F-bombs, at the point you use that F word, you are canceling the law of attraction in your life. So not many people know that, but those swear words are actually cursing yourself. That's why it's called cuss words. Guys, if you want to be successful, stop swearing. Number 10 is my favorite, sense of humor. Have the ability to laugh at yourself. You're going to be making a lot of boo-boos. Go easy on yourself. So learn to laugh at yourself. So guys, those are my 10 tips for entrepreneurs. If you are stuck and you want to start, just follow those 10 tips. Listen, I'm talking, those 10 tips is what I learned the hard way in my own business. So how did I onboard hundreds of clients? So this was a session, one of our previous Zoom sessions. This was another Zoom session where we signed off clients. Maybe some of you guys will see your faces there. How did I fill them? So number 1, I attracted them. 2, I nurtured them. And number 3, I upsold them. So this is the basics of digital marketing, how digital marketing works. So what I did was, at the attract stage, I gave them a lead magnet. I showed them, I waved something of high value, low cost in front of them. They took it, and then I nurtured them. And when they were ready, I upsold them. So this is how digital marketing works. So what is digital marketing? Digital marketing is a combination of social media, email, website, SMS, WhatsApp. It's a combination. So I want to share some recent stats with you. This is digital around the world, July 2020. This is post-COVID. The population is 7.8 billion, 5 billion cell phone users, and 3.9, almost 4 billion social media users. Look at the internet users, 4.5 billion internet users. Social media use around the world. Look at the increase compared to last year, 10.5%. That's 376 million people who have hopped into social media since last year. Now, this is COVID stats, increase in online digital activities. This is July. Now look at it, spending longer using social media. Look at these stats, 46% and 41% males. Look at this, using messenger services. Now there's a reason I'm showing you that, because there's opportunity now online in digital marketing, in social media, on the internet, on your website. This is some stats for South Africa. In South Africa, as we speak, we've got 60 million people. Of that, 103 million SIM cards. That means that almost everybody has 2 SIM cards. And then we've got 22 million active social media users who access social media every single month. There's been a 19% increase from last year. Look at that. This is January, guys. And then the biggest chunk of users are millennials between the ages of 18 and 35. If those are your ideal customers, you need to consider social media. The most used social media platforms in South Africa: WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook, Facebook Messenger, Instagram. We need to be on these platforms. We spend 9 hours a day on the internet. So here's some interesting stats. This is post-COVID, April 2020. Engagement. Now this is Facebook engagement. Engagement means like, comment, share, all those things on Facebook. The average globally of any post is 3.41%. The best performing is videos. So guys, on your social media, post more videos and more pictures. It's all about glamour. It's all about look good. And it's all about eye candy. So this is April 20 again. COVID increased social media use according to age. 16 to 24-year-olds, 50% increase. 25 to 35 years old, 50% increase. 35 to 44 years, 42% increase. 45 to 55 years old, 34% increase. And 55 to 65-year-olds, 32% increase in social media use. The types of content people want: films, memes. Look at this, memes, how-to tutorials. And you are in this category, in videos and categories, learning stuff. Skip that. So guys, how does social media work? I showed you something earlier called attract, nurture, and upsell. That's a basic, typical sales funnel, and that's how I did it. So I'm gonna show you step by step how I did that. And you can apply that in your own businesses, in your own online courses, and get started. So people buy from people. We're not going to buy from, especially if it's more than 500 rands. We want to see this person and we want to trust this company before we buy. Because listen, since COVID, money has become tight. So we're only going to buy from people we know, like, and trust. So there's something called a sales funnel, which we apply to digital marketing. In fact, we can apply the sales funnel to any business. On the top is the awareness stage, then the consideration stage. The consideration stage means when you are comparing with other people, other businesses, other companies, other brands, before you make a decision. And once you choose, you decide, you go to the decision stage. So these three are the basic sales funnel. So I want to show you how I've applied the sales funnel to my business and how I managed to onboard hundreds of clients. So there is a free training I do every single day. It's called a social breakfast. So I sent this out using some influencers. One of my influencers is Alice Leah. She sends an email out. I've posted this on my social media. Many of my friends shared it for me on LinkedIn. I've emailed my database as well. This is social breakfast. Discover how to profit massively from social media when everyone else is freaking out. So every single day at 8 a.m., every single weekday, I train you on a specific social media tool. One day it's Facebook, one day it's Facebook ads, one day it's Instagram, Twitter, sorry, not Twitter, TikTok, sales funnels, landing pages, e-commerce. There's so much I've trained you already on. Since I launched this in the beginning of COVID, I've done over 50 trainings. If you're interested in watching those recordings, you can just contact me, drop me a message and I will send you the recordings. Or if you want to join tomorrow, we're starting again tomorrow, the 1st of October, a brand new round. Tomorrow we're starting the 1st of October, social breakfast. So what I did was, this was the lead magnet. I attracted them with this. Then every single day, every single weekday, I had a lesson. 8 a.m. to about 8:45, I had a lesson. In that time, what did I do? I built rapport with the prospect. I nurtured them. They learned about me. They saw my value. I gave them a taste of what I offer. And then in the end, I upsold them. I just offered them my solution, and many of them purchased it. So that's how I did it. First, I attracted them, then I nurtured them, and then I upsold them. That's the typical sales funnel. So guys, my advice to you, each one of you, many of my clients and my customers, when they come to me, they want to do a boosted post and they want to spend money doing a boosted post, and they blast the course or they offer their product to a cold audience. Nobody's going to buy from you because nobody knows you. So the first stage of digital marketing is the attract stage, where you attract people, then you nurture them, you show them what you're about, you give them a taste, you build a relationship with them, and when they are ready to buy, they're going to come to you. So I want to share this with you guys. Maybe you guys will be interested. So tomorrow we're starting our next round. Tomorrow we're starting the 12th round of the social media course. Many of you guys have attended already. If you see this video on Facebook or on YouTube, appreciate it. It's a one-page strategic plan. We start tomorrow. It's $999 for 3. It's $750 for 2 people and $499 for 1. You can go to social medias with the S at the end and sign up. I teach you how to create a one-page strategy for your business. We discuss who's your ideal buyer, your marketing hook, when you can post, types of goals, type of content, hashtags. We talk about all of that in this lesson. So I'm not going to go into detail with this. Who's it for? It's for business owners, anyone in sales and marketing, estate agents, stay-at-home moms, school leavers, graphic designers, journalists, anyone who wants to take control of their 9 to 5. What you'll be able to do afterwards: get clients using social media, identify and target your ideal clients and buyers, create a social media plan strategy, create compelling and engaging content, use Facebook and Instagram advertising, better use of your media agency, audit your social media, consult others, and start your own agency. So we'll come to all of that. It's live trainings for 21 days, guys. Every single day we have a 1 hour, we have a 5-minute call. And so guys, how do you contact me? Send me a telepathic message, standard telepathic message rates apply. Happy to help you. So that's the end of my slide, but I want to share the actual practicals now. What I'm gonna do is, if there's any questions before we can go on, you can ask any questions now before we start. Anyone wants to ask anything before we start? Because I'm going to show you the practical now. Yes, Hashila?
Are you going to tell us what should we, can you just tell me what is in a day of your 21-day training?
So all the lessons are already recorded in the Facebook group. In the 21-day call, all we do is I come on to answer any questions you may have. I'll tell you what to do for the day. It's the live call is only for accountability, to make sure that you're doing your work. Anyone else wants to ask any questions before we start the practicals? So guys, if you want to pay attention, now is the time to pay attention. I'm going to share my screen again, and I want to show you. I want to talk to you first about my screen. Tell me if you can see my screen, guys. Just give me a thumbs up. Great. Okay, guys. So the first stage that you want to start, the first thing you need to do is you need to register a domain name and web hosting. You have to do that. If you are serious about, thanks, Jeannie. Thank you, my friend. You are the greatest. My students are the best. Guys, if you want to start, you want to be serious about your business, my advice to you is to go and get a domain name. Now, a domain name is your branded name, the name of your company, or the name of your service. But try and put your branded name and create it like a .coza or a .com. Now, it's simple. You just have to go to one of these hosting companies. You can either use GoDaddy. Personally, I use Nilo, ex-Nilo. I'm using them for many years from the beginning. They are quite expensive. They're premium. But my advice to you is to you go premium or go home. You know, you pay what you get for. You get what you pay for. So they're $99 a month, but you're going to get the support. But what not many people tell you, I'm going to give you a secret right now. You can use any one of these companies. Each one of them comes with a free website. You can build your own website if you buy them. So for $99 a month, you'll get a free website. The only disadvantage is you have to build yourself, but it's easy to build. So I use ex-Nilo. Now, which is more professional? If I am doing business with a company and I want to spend some money, and when they send me a quote or they send me a proposal, they're sending me a Gmail account, it doesn't look professional for your business. So that is why it's important to have a branded domain and a branded email address. Now, I also use Gmail for my business, but I use a domain name, a branded domain name, because it's more professional. So my advice to you is you can either use Nilo, ex-Nilo, it's $99 a month. I advise you to use ex-Nilo, but if you don't have the budget to spend $99 a month, you can use Access. Access is between the prices of, I think they've got one for $39 a month. So $39 a month, you can use one with Access. I also like AfriHost. AfriHost prices are $39 as well. You can make sure whichever you use, they have PHP and they've got MySQL. So what happens is it will be able to build a WordPress site, and I'll show you just now how to create a WordPress site. So now that you got a brand name, you got a domain name, the next thing you need to do is create your website. Now, you can either use the free website that comes with your hosting provider, Many of them will have a WordPress, or you can even use Canva. So guys, many people are using PowerPoint and Word to design their logos. I want to introduce you to Canva. Canva is a free tool online that you can come in here and create a bunch of designs. You can create Facebook posts. You can even create a website. You can create presentations. You can create so much. Even now, you can even do videos on Canva. I want to show you one of the students. He designed his own website. This is Christopher John, and he designed his own website last week. In 2 days, he created his own website. So all he did was he went to Hetzner, he registered a domain, and then he went to Canva, he created a website. He went to Canva, he created a website. These are all the website templates. He chose one of these templates. He customized it to his requirements, and then he published it, and he pointed his domain. Even if you go now, you can go now and test it. www.drchristopherjohn.com. This is his website. So I'm showing you this. He did this in less than 3 days. So guys, nothing is stopping you. I'm showing you free tools that you can get started now. There's no excuse. So after this lesson, you've got absolutely no excuse to not get started. Then what I did was I created an online course. And what I did with the online course was, instead of buying a platform like Teachable, now don't get me wrong, I also use Teachable. Teachable is what I use, but look at the cost of Teachable. Teachable is $29 per month, which works out to 488 rands per month. Now, if you're starting off and you don't have any students, to be paying 500 a month for a platform where you've got no subscribers as yet is a lot. But if you've got a few subscribers, then it's worthwhile. I still champion Teachable because it's good. But what I'm using is I'm using a Facebook group. Now, a Facebook group, one of the benefits of a Facebook group is it's got units. You can create units. Each course lesson can go into a unit. Each unit, you can even set progress. You can mark it as done. You can see how people are doing. So my advice to you guys, if you want to get started with creating an online course, use Facebook. The reason why I use Facebook, number one, if you're using Teachable, you need to worry about bandwidth costs. You need a server. You need a very, very strong and fast server. Two, people are going to lose their passwords and stuff. They're going to be asking you for username and passwords almost every day. If I use Facebook, Facebook overcomes that because all they need is a Facebook login to log on. And you can even do Facebook Lives. So that is how I do my course. So my advice to you guys, for those starting off, those guys who don't know where to start or what to do, my advice to you is create your course within a Facebook group and people can join in that private group. So you can see you have already, there's 291 people who've already completed this course already. So what I'm showing you here, guys, I'm giving you ideas and tips that you can implement and get started now. So now this is the course part of it. But I also want to show you Simone is asking a question. You can use, instead of using Google Sites, Simone, use YouTube. You can upload your videos to YouTube. You can use YouTube, if that's what I understand your question. So guys, what I'm showing you here now. So what I'm going to show you quickly. So this is my, I want to show you how quickly and how easy it is to create a website. So this is my Ex Nihilo control panel. On the left-hand side is my menus. I'm going to go to software. I want to click on WordPress installer. Then it brings up start install. Do you see that? Start install. It says that it's done all the pre-install checks, blah, blah, blah. And then it says start installation. Just wait a few minutes. And then it comes with finalize installation. then it opens up the WordPress installer. I'm going to click continue. I'm going to say Pandemonium to peace. The username, let's call it admin, and let's leave the password hard. You must create a hard password. Put my email in there, which is my email, Gmail, and click install WordPress. So guys, look at it, say success, login. Always remember using password, and then I click login. Login. So this is the website I created in less than 5 minutes. I created a website. Look at this. This is a website I created in less than 5 minutes using my hosting from Hetzner, which is Xnilo. Look at your www.canews.co.za, and I created a website. So that's what I want to show you guys. So guys, that's actually my lesson for today. And that's how you would start. So I gave you a lot of information to start building your courses, your business. There's no excuses. Anybody wants to ask any questions, you can ask me. Anything on social media, digital marketing, websites. I can't give you marriage advice.
Thanks, Daniel. Always a pleasure to hear from you.
Guys, who is it? Who is it? Guys, welcome. Any questions? Anybody wants to ask anything? Simone said something about Google Sites. My advice to you is use WordPress. I champion WordPress, and I advise everybody to use WordPress. Did you guys get value from this webinar? Anyone wants to ask anything? Who's going to implement this information? Who's going to implement what I showed you?
Sunil, it's Simone.
Hi, Simone.
Yeah, I use WordPress for my personal business. I've got 3 websites, but I do go through a hoster. I just find it, when you've got your own business, it's not my fault, so I'd rather pay somebody else to do it.
Yes. Yeah. So the purpose of this training is to give you an idea. So what I meant was, when I showed you, you probably would use a web developer, you'd use a designer, but I showed you the possibilities and the options, what's available to you.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get my mind around Facebook, but we'll talk about that some other time.
Yeah, just start posting. Just start posting.
I still need to do the 21 day, but we'll talk to you about that later.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Impuseng, Motalepule, guys, implement. If you guys need help to implement these strategies, just WhatsApp me or phone me, and I'll help you and I'll guide you. Remember, I'm here to hold your hand and guide you throughout your online journey. So I'm here to help you guys. And yeah, any questions?
Sunil, the web hosting. So I already have a website, and I mean, it's not a train smash to move it. Like, as I say, I already have it in existence. It's not like I have to create a new one if I move to a new provider, is it?
Who are you hosting with at the moment?
With ImagineNet.
Oh yeah, they're a bit,
yeah.
PE, and they're a bit archaic. They're a bit archaic. So
yeah, I don't like them anymore. So I've been thinking to move, but because I don't know enough about who.
Yeah, Access is very good. Access is also there near them, so you can also use Access. Access is about 40 Rand a month, and they're good. I'm happy with Access.
How do you spell Access? Is it
AXXESS? Access.co.za. They're good. They're good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they are a bit pricey, ImagineNet as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bernice is asking about site stage. Let's see what site stage is. I'm going to just check it for you, Bernice. what side stage? I'm not finding it. Bernice, side stage, is it a CMS or is it a platform? What is it? You can unmute and tell us. I'll check that out for you, Bernice, and I'll get back to you. Hi. Yeah, Bernice, what is it?
No, I'm saying that's who I'm that's who I am hosted with.
Yeah. Is it a local South African company?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I've got someone that did it for me.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I can't comment on it because I don't know it. I haven't seen it before.
Okay.
I'll investigate it for you and I'll give you some feedback.
Awesome. Thanks.
Cool, guys. Thanks, Bernice. Anyone else wants to ask anything or say anything?
Oh, just
Jenny,
something else. Just something else. So my email also is with Imaginate. So when I move, I mean, it's not going to compromise me if I move my email and the web hosting to a new provider.
So if you move your domain, everything will move. If you move your domain, but you have to first back up your website, back up your emails. My advice to you is you should have an IT guy in your family or nearby you. Ask them to first back up your emails, back up your websites before you even phone Imaginate.
Ah, okay.
Just in case they don't have a backup. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes,
okay. Sunil?
Yes.
My situation is very much like Clales, but my host is MWeb. Their service is not so great.
You need to move off MWeb as soon as possible. MWeb is the worst. Let me tell you something. MWeb is the worst hosting, and there's no support. And every single person who I know who was on MWeb was hacked. They've been hacked by other. So guys, get a professional host. MWeb is good for if you've got a hobby, but if you want to run a business, a real serious business, invest in that domain. Go with Xnilo or one of those ones I showed you in percent, because many of my clients have been hacked on MWeb, and they don't care.
All right.
And they actually don't care.
Their support is horrible. Yeah. Their support. Yeah. Okay. All right. No, thank you.
Cool, guys.
Nice to be back.
Yeah, guys, sign up for the social breakfast tomorrow morning. Let me put it in the chat. Socialbreakfast.com. You can every weekday we have a social breakfast. It's a free breakfast. So what I mean by that is that you buy your own breakfast. You bring your own breakfast. You bring your own breakfasts. Socialbreakfast.com. Sign up every weekday. Every day we discuss something new, whether it's Facebook ads, TikTok. We talk about landing pages, e-commerce. We talk about the different types of platforms for e-commerce, how to implement a sales funnel. So we go into quite detailed technical stuff that you can actually implement in your business.
So do we also need to register
those guys who haven't registered, register. Those guys who've been on the previous one, it's the same link. So if you've already registered, use the same link as previously.
All righty, thanks.
Cool. Any questions, guys? Yes, Hashila?
So Sunil, I see you've got a few courses. So what you're suggesting is all of them you've got them hosted on your Facebook group.
So I only got one course at the moment. There's only one online course, which is the 21-day.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm
another one, I think, advertised somewhere.
Which one? It could be. I just have one online course that's running.
Or something.
Yeah, that's a 21-day social media one.
21 day. Okay.
That's the one I have. That's the one that's my flagship course that I'm doing at the moment. And yeah, so that's the one that I'm doing. The others are either one-to-one or Zoom training. It's not online.
So can you put more than one course onto
Zoom,
your Facebook?
Over Zoom, I'll do the actual training with you I would create a new Facebook group for each course.
Okay. Thank you. Probably see you on the 21-day course. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, we're starting tomorrow at 2 p.m. We're starting tomorrow at 2 p.m. So you'll have to book tomorrow.
Okay, that's, yeah.
Bye, Natalie. Bye-bye.
So the thing is, because of the being challenged on this whole tech side, I've partnered with this person who's done the website, and he's purchased the site. So he's doing the hosting for me. So obviously there will be cost involved, but I think for the lack of stress, hopefully, that I would have, I think it's going to work out for me. So definitely all the social media stuff that I need to learn and implement, all the marketing. Yeah, I'll be seeing you around. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys. Did you learn stuff, Hashila? Did you learn some stuff from me today?
Hashila, you won't regret.
Okay, guys.
And everything's recorded, so you can always go back.
Okay. I love your background.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that was a good one. One of the students said to me, Jeannie, where's your background? So the next time I was there with it. Thank you.
Is that your company logo or something?
Yes, that's my company logo. And all I did is on Zoom, there's a place you can go there on Zoom and it says virtual background. And then you can choose your own picture, but you must make sure you've got a green screen. That means you've got to have a green background. There's a certain green, you can look on YouTube, you'll find it. And I've just put a cloth, the correct green color behind me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeannie. Thanks, guys.
Thanks
Jeannie,
very much. I'm going to try and see you at breakfast tomorrow, but life is busy. So
thank you for everything, Sunil.
I'll send you busy. Yeah, I'll send you busy.
I'll let you know when I've got a website. Okay.
Cool, guys. Go back and watch this lesson because I showed you today. Today, if you watch this, if you paid attention, you'd be able to create your own website. So go back and watch the recording, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning on the social breakfast. Attend the social breakfast. I think you've already attended the previous one, Harshila. Attend tomorrow morning, and we learn new stuff. Bye, guys. Bye, Derek. Bye, Kwame. Bye, Jeannie, Harshila, Geeta. Thanks for attending, guys. Bye-bye.